start the same way as usual with a standing Wuji position. Shift your weight to your right foot and you open up. And I like to start with standing 3 lines. Relax the 3 lines of your arms, your lower limbs, and your upper body. Visualize the joints, muscles in your arms, starting with the fingers, and relax them. Relax your shoulder muscles. Drop your shoulders. Relax. Visualize each muscle and relax them. The second line is the lower limbs. Relax your toe muscles. Squeeze them a little bit and then relax. Squeeze your calf muscles and relax. Squeeze your thigh muscles and relax. Squeeze your gluteus maximus muscles and relax. Now visualize your backbone. Visualize the muscles that are connected to each of your vertebrae. And gently move up, visualizing each vertebrae in turn, relaxing the muscles holding the vertebrae. Until you get up to the cranium, and then relax your jaw muscles and all the muscles in your face. Place your tongue in the upper part of your mouth, allowing qi to flow through your body. Move your hands forward. Stand like a tree. Your thumb pointing upward. Having a sense that your thumbs are being held up by a silken thread. Your head is held up by a silken thread. All 3 threads go up to the heavens. Sink your body. Relax. Count your breath using the alphabet. Inhale and exhale is A. Inhale and exhale is B. And so on. I won't take the time to do that now. Close both eyes. Open opposite eye. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Commonly do 5 repetitions or 8 repetitions on each side. And when the left hand gets bored, it wants to do something different, so it goes out. Right hand follows. Two hands hold the sky. Your hands go back as far as your eyes can see with your peripheral vision. Your eyes are following the palms. You're focusing on the hands. Excellent eye exercise. If you want to challenge yourself, you can stand on tiptoe. Although that's not necessary. Just 2 hands hold the sky. 5 or 8 repetitions. And then the left hand gets bored, says, let's go down here. Into the next gesture, 2 hands hold the feet. Bend over backwards. Your body acts like a bellows, pressing out all the stagnant chi in your lungs. Just 2 hands hold the feet. Left hand gets bored, goes down, right hand follows. We're going to touch each of the cardinal points of the compass. East and west. East and west. Another quarter points. Another quarter point. It helps sometimes to move your feet to reach that. And that turns into tense and punch. I'm now going to switch around so that you can follow me this way. Conclude